What's up, YouTube? It's Dyno Day. About to find out how much the Q50 makes, and we're gonna finish up this tune. There's gonna be a couple factors that's gonna kind of affect this tune. Number one, I'm getting ready to drive about an hour and a half to, depending on traffic, to the actual dyno. So as you know, these motors heat up very easily. I do have some cooling mods that'll help out some, but that's gonna play a factor. Number two, the weather. We are in the peak of summer. The humidity is very high, so there's a lot of density altitude DA as it's referred to, that's going to kind of affect these numbers too. So I know I'm not going to see the actual true numbers that this car makes today, but the main goal is to finish up the tune and get it running 100% so I can enjoy it. And then number three, I'm not exactly sure what type of dyno this guy has yet. He was highly recommended when I asked in the forums for this area what dynos to go to. So from what he said, it reads very similar to his buddy's Mustang dyno, and Mustang dynos do read a little bit lower than what they typically do. What I've seen compared to dyno jets, they're about 8 to 10% lower. So whatever numbers I make, I already know it's really gonna be 8 to 10% more. And then with the weather that we're in now, it's definitely not going to be the peak time to get these type of cars dynoed to do any type of timing. Is going to be in the winter, so you're getting that true cold air coming into the engine. And then I might have a slight exhaust leak. I noticed it when I got my motor back. I had a code come up that showed very small exhaust leak, so we'll see once I get it up there what's going on with it. But we got the E85 back here ready to go. We got some AMS oil also. I did do some stuff under the hood. I'm gonna try something different. I'm gonna show you guys, but we'll see how that does also. But I do want to clarify a few things from the last video if you guys saw. Here we are. Y'all were on my ass last video about this. I do actually have a heat exchanger, the AMS heat exchanger, so I forgot to add that in the mods when I explained what I had done, but I'm going to go over the mods in case you didn't see the car or the video last time. So AMS heat exchanger, we have the AMS coolant expansion tank, AMS race intakes, we have oil catch can, flex fuel kit, low pressure fuel pump as well, Z1 silicone hoses. But besides that, I have AMS full race downpipes. This is a brand new motor from Infinity, and then I have that all paired with the MBRP full exhaust. I do have 18 by 11 Advent TC 4 wheels with the C1 two-piece rotors. As you can see, I have Carbotech pads. The car is on air suspension bags. But that's pretty much it. As you can hear the idle with the exhaust. So we're gonna go ahead and take this out to Richmond and see what type of numbers we get. So we'll catch you there. Before I do hit the road, well, I'm already on the road anyways, but I forgot to mention this dyno is also a rear-wheel drive dyno. I am all-wheel drive, but there is a way to get these cars tuned by pulling the fuse, so I am gonna have to do that, but I'm gonna be at a disadvantage because I'm all-wheel drive weight, but being tuned versus for rear-wheel drive. So that's gonna kind of hinder the numbers a little bit, I would expect. I am getting tuned by Racebox, so I'm finishing that tune as well. But I just wanted to add those two things in there as well. We'll have a little bit of time. I just put it in the GPS. I should be getting there about an hour and a half before my tuner's ready because they are on Central Time. We're here in Eastern Time, so I'm gonna let it cool off. I got the car in eco mode right now. I'm not racing nobody, so they're just gonna have to catch me on the way back from the tune because I'm not gonna have these temps way high. I do have it in the race or in the daily map as well because the race mode map does heat the engine up a lot quicker and it runs hotter as well. So no ease in the car right now either, so we're good with that too. So about an hour and a half out. somebody's dead horse was on the road. I gotta wake up, man. It's too early, bro. It's way too early. Let the car take me all the way back there. Gotta flex off these infinity safety features. This thing's pretty much driving itself. I don't know if you can see. Oh, hold on. A little break in the road. But yeah, we got the lane assist on, forward braking, blind spot. But yeah, we chilling now. Cruise control is on as well. My feet aren't on anything. It will mess up sometimes though if there's like breakings in the road. But for the most part, it can read the lane markings on the road to know to keep you in the lane. And I have the distance control assist on, so if somebody gets in front of me, this thing's gonna like slow up so I don't hit them. But as you can see, I'm going the speed limit. Y'all can fly by me all y'all want. I'm not about to have this motor screaming by the time I get on the dyno. So I'm not even going speed limit 65. I guess I could up it a little bit. I mean, but I ain't in no rush, man. Here we're hitting a turn right here and the car's already turning with me. I don't know if you can see it, but yeah. So just checking in with y'all. About an hour out, so we almost there. Pretty much here. I'm at a Mobile One 7-Eleven. I'm getting ready to throw like 2 gallons of 93 back in here because I know he wanted it under half a tank, but I don't want it to start fuel cutting on the dyno. So I'm gonna throw a couple gallons in here. About to get some breakfast, let the engine cool off. I did notice a significant difference in temperatures by taking that undershroud off. I'm getting ready to show you. There is a cover that runs all the way across this piece right here. I've been seeing in the forums that a lot of people see a difference in engine oil temps, charged air temps, coolant temps by removing it. Definitely saw a difference. I usually run about 195 casually driving, especially in this heat. After getting here, I think my temps were at like 176. Obviously I was in cruise control the whole time and was not going over the speed limit, but definitely noticed a significant difference in temps. So getting ready to let her cool off a little bit, get some breakfast, throw some gas in it, and then I think his shop is not too far from here, but we'll get there. To this slow ass 7-Eleven. They wanted to talk their heads off this morning, but I got plenty of time to let this engine cool off, and it's actually not too humid out. I think we might have some okay numbers on the dyno, but I already threw some gas in here, so we're about to go around the corner, disable the all-wheel drive, and then I got about an hour until in Texas my tuner should be up to go ahead and start the process. Time before we got the dyno, so I went ahead and made this rear-wheel drive. This is the fuse if you are an all-wheel drive Q50 to disable the all-wheel drive. That amp, it's a 10 amp fuse right above that 20 amp right here. You just pull that one and apparently it makes you rear-wheel drive. So about to eat this breakfast, let this motor cool off, and then as soon as he gets here, we'll load everything up and get it started. Number 1, 435 horsepower, 500 torque. This is on 93. Map 2, 450 horsepower, same torque right at 500. That's the comparison from the first pull to second. Last pull was like 430, this one's 450, and you see the torque stayed pretty much the same. With the E30 47 horsepower. horsepower, 542 torque. Took us a minute to get the E30 blend right, so we're good now. 486 horsepower, 528 torque. Definitely starting to see some heat soak in these numbers, back-to-back pulls, but still very impressive. Fifth pull, 491.5, and we hit about 535 torque on this run. It's definitely a lot hotter out now too. The motor is definitely hot. After a couple pulls, we're running about 180 temps. So yeah, I think this might be the last pull, and I think we're wrapped up on this too. Last pull, he just wanted to make sure we weren't maxing out 489 horsepower, max 535 torque. Sun is definitely beaming down. The motor is definitely hot, so we're starting to get limits. But 4600 is pretty much the peak power range on this. Final numbers: 491 horsepower, 540 torque. We definitely got limited to the heat in the motor and the outside heat, so still impressed with the numbers, but we are all wrapped up now. Back. This thing is fast. I had to throw my helmet on because this thing's wicked fast, bruh. Hold on, give y'all tunnel pull real quick. Give myself some gap. This is my first pull. I have not done a pull since I got